And go.
We're live. Ready?
I hope our colors aren't clashing too much, but it's kind of bright.
You got your joke memorized?
Oh, it's right here.
Wow. Good afternoon. It's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group and Rethink Real Estate with another exciting real estate update.
It is exciting.
Good to see you. You look smashing as always.
Thank you.
I like the jewelry.
I'm ready for the Mexican Riviera, please.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, you're in cruise mode already.
Yes.
29 days.
It's a month out. A little less than a month.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Oh, we're getting there.
All right, you got a joke for us?
Episode 47.
47.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and this feed. That way you get, and ring the bell. I always forget to say that. Ring the little bell. It turns your notifications on so that you know when we post a new video every week. And they're only once a week. So.
Lay it on us. What do you got?
Well, I'm just grateful about no matter how much chocolate and gelato I eat, my earrings still fit.
Yeah. I heard the funny thing we were listening on the walk about, what did he call them? Dinner pants or eating pants? Or
He called them eating pants, I think. Eating pants.
You need to wear stretch pants to dinner, to a big major dinner. Don't wear tight pants.
Right.
Makes sense.
Expandable pants. They had the expandable waistband.
I like them. All right, handle every stressful situation like a dog. If you can't eat it or play with it, pee on it and walk away.
Wow. Really?
Keep life simple.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty simple.
All right, moving on to a little bit of history for this week.
A little reminder too, you can always fast forward past this part if you just want to get to the news. If you don't like all this
we're history buffs, so we
funny
like
stuff and history.
Keep up on history, but it's not everybody's jam, so if it's not yours, just move forward.
Zip on past.
In 1996, the world's nuclear powers agreed September 24th to the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty.
Okay. That's a little...
We're getting a lot of testing done.
But there's testing being done right now that's not...
Yeah, North Korea and South Korea are having their problems. But 1982, on September 19th, university professor Scott Fahlman posts a sideways smiley face, and the emoticon is born.
Making it with the semicolon, dash, and
border, or whatever that's called.
Parentheses.
Yeah. Make a sideways.
Yep.
And it was started from there.
There we go.
Amazing. 1982.
Emojis.
1981, Sandra Day O'Connor is sworn in September 25th as the first female Supreme Court justice.
Yes. And she also was, I'm going to say governor of Arizona for a time, I think. Sorry,
I
Sandra.
think you're winging it, man.
I am winging it a little, but she definitely held office.
Yeah, I don't think it was
I forget which one.
I don't know if it was in Arizona, though. Anyway, 1890, the Sequoia National Park is established September 25th in Central California. 1846, astronomer Johann Gottfried Galilei discovers the planet Neptune, September 23rd.
Yes.
You thought I was going to ball that out.
I was waiting. Johann. Yeah.
1806, after 2 years, the Lewis and Clark expedition returns to St. Louis, Missouri.
Woo.
2 years.
2 years.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Oh, man.
All right, that's your history for this week. Moving on to some news, economic news. We had a bit of a retail surprise this week. Retail sales increased a surprising 0.7% in August despite surging COVID-19 cases and supply chain issues.
Yeah.
Bars and restaurants were flat for the month, but 31.9% ahead of where they were a year ago. But
which is good.
yeah,
They need to be ahead of last year for sure.
if they're really going to get the numbers moving, those are the two that really have to get back going strong.
Okay. Good.
All right.
There.
The 10-year U.S. Treasury bond yield rose last week to 1.37% as investors readied for this week's meeting of the Federal Reserve.
Just bracing.
I don't think anything earth-shattering. At least the stock market didn't respond that way. But we still know that they're going to taper bond purchases at the end of the year.
By the end of the year, yeah.
Investors are starting to anticipate that and starting to make some moves. So. Okay, online good prices have risen for an unprecedented 15 consecutive months. And this, from 15 to 19, online prices on average actually fell 3.9% annually.
Wow,
so
okay.
that's quite a swing. In August, prices grew 3.1% year over year. What's so interesting is that's a time when retailers traditionally use discounts to clear summer stock and build customer loyalty during back to school.
Right.
So I'm thinking this Christmas, we're not going to see deep discounts like we did.
I gotta tell you,
what we're used to.
I mean, even for like cleaning products around the house, it's so much easier just to go on Amazon and order it.
Okay, moving on to housing news. The median price of homes sold in August was $380,271, up 16% from a year ago.
Yep.
13th consecutive month of double-digit price gains, and I imagine we'll just finish the year. Every month it'll be double digits compared to last year.
Right.
I don't anticipate that slipping.
Well, last year we saw some really good growth this time of the year, but it still is increasing. Yeah, I think we'll still see.
The stats are going to change after the first of the year, but we're going to be repeating ourselves here.
We are seeing more price drops, but that's not a standard.
It's more historical.
Yeah, it's more historical.
This is the time of year where historically you see prices drop, longer days on market.
Longer days on market, yep.
So.
Well, that's your next bullet point, is the days on market.
Yeah, the typical home that sold in August went under contract in 16 days. That's still pretty doggone fast.
Yeah, it's grown. It's a little longer, but it's not long.
Not much.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's according to Redfin. Construction delays. The supply of U.S. homes for sales is near a record low, and the gap between supply and demand is widening. New construction supply cannot keep up. Due to shortages in materials, prices are rising at a record pace. Builders simply can't afford to produce cheaper homes given their rising costs.
Right.
It's according to CNBC.
Right. Yep.
Has the American dream become the impossible dream? In a recent survey, nearly half, 48% of renters worried they would ever be able to afford a home, and 60% said student debt was the biggest factor holding them back.
Yep. It will.
This was interesting in the survey. More than 3/4, 77% of the students surveyed said that the biggest
they didn't understand the consequences.
More than 3/4 of the student loan borrowers said they did not understand the consequences, while 35% said they thought they would have higher income after graduation.
Yeah, and granted that's always the case. You think you're going to be making more money, and then something happens by the time you graduate that things just kind of change. But let's clear up the student loan debate right now, because student loans are a hard thing on your credit score. So what I mean by that is that you can't declare bankruptcy on them. You can't, use them.
Forgiveness.
There's no forgiveness. Yeah, exactly. So when you go to apply for a loan or mortgage, they're going to see, oh, well, how much do you have in student loans? It's one of the first questions they have. Do you have student loans, and how much is it? They want to know right away, because that counts towards your debt to income ratio, but it's a hard loan, So definitely be aware of that if you're in school right now and you're waiting to graduate. Just know that those things are going to be held against you for sure.
Right.
So.
Okay, moving on to regulatory news. I heard just a whisper of this on the radio. I didn't pay that much attention to it, but then saw this. Fed ethics. The Fed has promised a full internal inquiry after a media investigation found its officials, including Chair Jerome Powell, owned and traded securities of the same type Fed itself was buying. These transactions don't appear to violate the Fed's code of conduct, but raise questions about conflict of interest and oversight.
Yeah,
So,
it seems like there could be something there. Like,
yeah, there might see some rule changes
I
there.
don't know about that.
That's according to CNBC.
Okay.
Okay, we talked about this previous week, but they're making it official. Fannie Mae announced last week it will allow lenders to consider prospective borrowers' rental payment history as part of the
Yay.
establishing creditworthiness.
That's good.
As of
That's a good thing.
September 18th, lenders may look at applicants' last 12 monthly payments in hopes of improving scores for those without significant traditional credit.
That's good.
That's according to CBSnews.com.
That's good. I think it's going to be a good thing ultimately. You're applying for a home loan, and maybe that's your one bill that you have, other than utilities, which I don't think they can take that into account. They want to see your loans, any cars, previous mortgages, things like that. That's what they want to see. And if you're a renter and maybe this is your first home that you're buying, being able to look at that rental payment history is going to be key for you.
Yeah, it can go a long way.
All right. Well, thank you for that news.
All right, you got some census
Yeah.
information for us?
Yeah, we talked about census a couple of weeks back. Just kind of peeling back the onion, looking at the numbers. 2020 census for Arizona found 7,151,000, sorry, 502 people living in Arizona. And that's an increase of 11.9% from the 2010 census, making Arizona among the 10 fastest growing.
What was the fastest growing?
Utah.
Okay, I think that's statistically, but I think
Yeah.
actual number of people, I'm betting it was Texas.
It is Texas, and they increased their electoral votes, or congressional seats, by 3.
Oh, okay.
We did not, however. Arizona still has 9 congressional seats and 11 electoral votes.
And California lost.
California
2.
lost from the data that I pulled up, yeah, so, whoops. And so how many of the 7.1 million are in Maricopa County, you ask?
I would love to know that.
4,420,568 people.
I think
So.
that makes Phoenix the 5th largest country in the United States.
City.
City
City.
in the United States.
Possibly. Yeah, we've definitely had that title in the past, so definitely more than half of the state is in Maricopa County. It's definitely one of the largest counties in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's your census information.
Okay, a couple of interesting articles. Ultra-white paint could cool homes better than air conditioning.
What?
Scientists at Purdue University have created the whitest paint in the world, and their research published in April shows that the ultra-white color could drastically reduce or even eventually eliminate the need for air conditioning.
Have they gotten the Genesis World Book of Record?
They did.
To look
It
at
is
that?
now in the Guinness Book of World Record as the whitest
okay.
paint
Well,
ever invented.
Must be official then.
Yeah. The stark white paint works by reflecting 98.1% of sunlight away from the building. It also emits infrared heat, which
Whoa.
means it absorbs less heat from the sun
Wow.
than it emits. A surface coated with this paint is cooled below the surrounding temperature without consuming power.
Wow,
Purdue University reports.
that is interesting.
What's more, this white paint on a roof area of about 1,000 square feet could cool a building by the equivalent of about 10 kilowatts,
Oh.
according to a research paper. That's more powerful than the air conditioners used by most houses.
Wow.
Said Zulin Roon,
Let's paint our roof.
a professor of mechanical engineering at Purdue. Yeah, I wonder if they should do some
Can we
of that
paint our roof?
testing here in Arizona to see.
How would that
Ooh.
affect Luke Air Force Base if we all had white roofs? Jets flying over.
Yeah, we get it.
It-
Yes. Okay, moving on. Most white paints currently sold tend to get warmer, not cooler, but this white paint contains a high concentration of barium sulfate, which is also used in photo paper and cosmetics. That is behind much of its cooling effect.
Not in my
researchers say.
cosmetics. I'm going to start checking the label for that one.
Yeah, you're going to start
I
watching
hope there's
for
no
it, aren't
barium
you?
in there.
Yep. Okay, another interesting article. Vacation home sales defy housing market slowdown. Vacation home market has boomed over the last year and is not likely to slow anytime soon, even as the rest of the housing market starts to cool. Lawrence Yoon, chief economist for the National Association of Realtors.
Now, is this because people can't travel abroad, so they're...
doesn't mention that, but I
vacation
think
homes?
that has a lot to do
Okay.
with it. If I'm going to vacation, I'll vacation here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, traveling abroad is happening, but it's harder to
Right.
travel abroad right now. So, yeah.
Part of vacation homes' rise in popularity has been attributed to the growth in remote work.
Ah, okay, remote work, sure.
Yep.
Because if I can work from anywhere, I might as well work from anywhere, I guess.
Right.
Huh.
Vacation homes will remain a hot commodity. Rental prices for vacation homes will likely continue to rise too, Yoon says. One near certain aspect of the post-pandemic economy when it comes is the flexible work schedule, Yoon told the Escape Home. It's very hard to envision 5 days a week in the office. Therefore, vacation home sales will continue to move higher this year, next year, and for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, we have plenty of clients and friends that, they're not working in the office the full 5 days a week.
Yeah, they're doing a hybrid of
Yeah.
some type, 3 and 2.
3 and 2, or 1 day a week, or
some
whatever.
only one.
I'm coming in for a meeting for a couple hours, kind of thing. So,
Yep.
yeah. Well, thank you for that news.
My pleasure. All right, our rates this week. 30-year, 3.08. It's hovering right where it was
Holding
last
steady.
week. 15-year, 2.29. And VA is 2.79.
That seems like almost an identical repeat from last week, but
Very
I
close.
don't know. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, inventory. Valley-wide, we're at 7,710.
Okay.
Peoria still at 228. We went 228, 227, and we're back to 228.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one home each week, different. And Surprise is at 252. I think that's up a little bit.
I think that's up a
last
little.
month.
Yeah, I think they were 240 something.
A little closer to home, Trilogy at Estancia has 9 homes available. Price range $399,900 to $724,900. Estancia Village has 25 homes. That's quite a few.
Alrighty.
384,900 being the most affordable and 920,000 being the most expensive. That was that one that was at 985 that we were wondering if we were going to have $1 million sale. They've reduced.
Wow,
to
they reduced
920.
that much?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I
I
thought
think
that
it was
might
only
have-
at 940 something.
Oh, was it 940?
Yeah, it was 940 something.
Oh, okay.
But still,
I
they
didn't
came
look
down
that out here.
quite a bit to 920. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
So we're just going to have to wait for that first $1 million sale.
We're still
Not
waiting.
quite. Okay, Blackstone Country Club, they have 3 homes available, the most affordable being $519,900 and the most expensive $1,199,999.
and 99 cents.
Portobello has 7, 430,000 being the most affordable, 1,050,000 being the highest. That one's been there a few weeks.
It
so
has, yeah.
We'll see if that one does a price drop too.
Yeah.
Sun City Grand, 39 homes available, and they have quite a few coming soon. I think there was 5 or 6
wow.
more, so it was actually like
Portobello,
45. Yeah,
Or
so Sun
no,
City Grand.
Sun City Grand, yeah.
Yeah. Most affordable home, $324,100. Most expensive, $856,900. Sun City West has 42 homes available, the most affordable being $199,900. Most expensive, $695,000. Finally, Westbrook Village has 7 homes available right now. $320,000 is your most affordable, and $515,000 tops the list.
All right.
All right, that's your report
Good
for this
numbers.
week. Everybody have an amazing weekend. It looks like the temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler,
Yay.
ticking a little under 100. And Sunday we have like a
Little
35% chance of
A
rain.
little bit of rain,
Yeah,
maybe,
so-
yeah. So that'll be good.
enjoy the weekend
Uh-huh.
and have a blessed week, and we will see you again next week.
See you next week. Home loan.
So they'll weigh
So-
heavily on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
Fed
talk about it.
ethics. This is interesting. I just heard a whisper of this. I didn't really pay that much attention to it, but the Fed has promised a full internal inquiry after a media investigation found its officials, including Chair Jerome Powell, owned and traded securities of the same type Fed itself was buying.
Uh-oh.
These transactions don't appear to violate the Fed's code of conduct, but raise questions about conflict of interest and oversight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smile. So a colon,
No.
a dash, and a
Right. The little emojis we
Right
used
bracket.
to make before we
Yeah.
had emojis.
the emoticon was born.
The emoticon was born. That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was in 1982.
1982. Wow.
In 1981, Sandra Day
Professor.
O'Connor is sworn in September 25th as the first female Supreme Court justice.
Sandra Day O'Connor. Lots of things named after her here in Arizona.
1890, the Sequoia National Park is established September 25th in Central California.
It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
1846, astronomer Johann Gottfried Galilei discovers the planet Neptune.
I believe that's Johann.
Johann Gottfried Galilei discovers the planet Neptune.